Hey guys, Abs here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can pick a winning product to promote or a winning product to sell, and I'm going to be showing you how we can perform our research on eBay, Amazon and AliExpress. But we're going to be actually using a very different approach to this research. We're not going to be using the actual eBay, Amazon and AliExpress website's internal search features, but we're going to actually be using Google to provide us this information. So to better explain myself, I'm going to actually start off on eBay and then I'm going to take you over to Amazon and everything as well and show you exactly how everything works. So on the actual eBay listing page, or on the actual listing, obviously you get the actual product and everything as well, but eBay actually tells you how many times this product has actually been sold, and it tells you if there's more than 10 available, and we can use these as footprints for finding even more data, for finding even more listings that have been sold, and then look into them products, because if something's being sold so many times, you can be sure that it's actually something that's in demand. Okay, and it's going to be a winning product as well. So let me just show you the kind, and you can actually see how many times something is being watched as well, and everything on here as well. So let me just show you a kind of a footprint that I came up with as well. So here's a quick footprint: more than 10 available, and then sold, and then in URL ebay.co.uk/item, and of course you can write .com/item or whatever other eBay location you have. Oops, as you can see, sometimes Google don't actually like these queries because they look like automated queries. But yes, let me just show you exactly what kind of results we get from here. So from here we can have a look up and down here, and we can see in the description how many times this has actually been sold. So this says 8,612 sold. If you have a look down here, 9,537 sold. If you have a look down here, sometimes you don't get the full figure on how many times something's actually been sold, but the majority of the times you will. So you've got 51 sold here, you've got 2,954 sold there, 1,682 sold there, 2,782 sold there. So going up and down here, you can actually see how many times the products have actually been sold, guys, and this is really cool because it allows you to find really quickly items that have sold already, that are proven to sell, and then you can go in there further and do even more research on them. I mean, if you wanted to, guys, I mean, if somebody is selling 5,458 items of this, then you can bet that they're sending traffic to these products themselves as well. So you could actually do some even further investigation to find out whereabouts they're actually getting these traffics from as well. So anyway, this is one that I wanted to show you. So you've got 4,900, 9,530, 38,000. So I mean, check this one out here, guys. This one is 10 pieces kabuki style professional makeup brush. As you can see here, it even tells you one sold in the last hour. Okay, so it tells you exactly how in demand something like this is. 38,111 of these have been sold, guys. I mean, I would never come across anything like this unless I'd done the kind of search that I'm showing you here today. Okay, but you can actually get even more cleverer with this as well. So I've actually done some more searches just to give you a little bit more of an idea of how clever you can get with eBay. So in this one, I've done more than 10 available, sold in the last 24 hours, and then in URL item eBay. And this time it actually comes up and tells me how many were actually sold in the last 24 hours. So here it tells me 4 sold in the last 24 hours. Here it tells me if there was 4 sold in the last 24 hours again. Here there was 6 sold in the last 24 hours. Here there was 10 sold in the last 24 hours. So these are fresher results and fresher products, or giving us fresher data, more likely. Okay, and if you wanted to actually get something in your own niche, so let's say for example you had a website about kitchens, or bathrooms or something, then you can actually add your own keyword in here as well, something like kitchen, and then click on enter, and as you can see, you get a number of products all around the actual kitchen niche. So you got here kitchen bar, non-slip, anti-fatigue, floor mats, and as you can see, you got 532 of these have already been sold. Here you go, you got a silicone egg poacher, 2,879 of these have been sold, and you can really come down here and narrow down your search to find products that are proven to be sold, or that are proving and that are actually selling at the moment, and you can do the same. Okay, so here's one that I mentioned to you as well: more than 10 available, available, sold in the last 24 hours. You can do something like this as well. And here's another one as well, guys, more than 10 available, sold and watching. And this actually gives you much more precise ones as well. So you've got things like 4 sold in the last 24 hours, more than 10 available, 9,537 sold. Okay, and you've got 850 watching. So you've got quite a few things all rammed in, or we're trying to ram in to the search engines here. So we've got 4 sold in the last 24 hours, you've got 8,612 sold, and you've got 457 watching. So I'm sure you can get an idea of exactly how this works, guys, and you can really narrow things down and start working and using these sites to your advantage to find these kind of products. It's just a matter of understanding the search functions and how you can actually use them. Okay, so let me show you another website now, AliExpress. Now with AliExpress, you can do something very similar as well. So as you can see, it actually tells you how many orders a product has had in here as well. It tells you how many reviews and votes they've got in here as well. And it actually tells you if they've got how many pieces and everything they've got available. Okay, so I've actually done a search function up here just to give you an idea. Okay, and what I've done here is I've only typed in this time orders in URL aliexpress.com/item because it's an item page. Now if you have a look up and down here, what you can see is 734 orders, you can see 7,752 orders. Okay, you can't see them on every single one of them, but the majority of the times you are going to be seeing them on here. 128 orders, you got 893 orders. Okay, you got 1,636 orders. So coming up and down here, you can actually see what products are actually being sold through AliExpress, and you can do your own research this way so that you can be sure that you're always going to be picking a winning product. Okay, so anyway, let me just take you over to one more site as well, amazon.co.uk or amazon.com. It's entirely up to you guys, whichever one you want to use them all. You can even use the ones in Europe as well. Now we already know that Amazon have a best-selling product range, a best-selling product category where you can actually go and see all the best sellers and everything as well. Okay, but what I'm going to be showing you in this one's actually reverse engineering, or working with selecting a product in a very different way. And the idea about this is to know and gauge exactly how much interest there is in an actual product. And to do this, we're going to actually be looking at questions. Okay, so obviously you can have a look and see through Amazon itself and find products that way, but this way what I wanted to show you is how to look at questions. So I've done a search here, customer reviews answered questions in URL amazon.co.uk, and from here what you can actually see is you can actually see how many questions have actually been asked and how many questions have actually been answered, and you can see the review counts here as well. So you've got 133 answered questions, 1,300 reviews, you've got 801 answered questions, 16,330 reviews. Okay, you've got 160 answered questions, you've got 10 answered questions, you've got 3 answered questions, you've got 21 answered questions. So this is just another way. You got 642 answered questions. So this is just another way for you to look and try and find other products that do have demand in there. Questions are being answered about them. I mean, once you've got questions like this, guys, especially when you've got something like 333 or 133 questions answered, you can actually create content on your website around these products that will really help you answer basically all the questions that your customers or potential customers are going to be looking for these products, and then you can actually go ahead and promote these products. So anyway, I just wanted to give you these quick 3 tips, or these websites, and how you can actually use them to your advantage to actually find and isolate and narrow down a winning product. So I really hope that this does come in handy and you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for your time.